one of the things that makes it so special is it was truly a pioneer in its multiculturalism. I think one of the things that makes it so special is that Toretto barbecue that is so associated to the movie, where you can come from anywhere in the world, any walks of life, and if you're sitting at that table, you feel like you're family. So all across the world, in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, in Europe, in South America, you feel represented in our world. And I think that that's something that makes it extremely significant and important, and allows people just feel like they are represented in a way that's kind of special. My brother's about to hurt a lot of people. It's on me to stop him. He wins the good guy competition every day. He's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. But being a good guy doesn't necessarily make great movies. But his commitment and dedication does. And that's what he brought to the table. He brought a commitment and a dedication to doing his part to add to this next chapter, chapter 9 of this saga. It was important to him. You can feel the respect and regard he had for the franchise. And when you see someone come on and are willing to work so hard to make something special, you just want to root for them. He was excited about playing a villain in this movie, and he committed to it. And I'm very, very, very grateful. There are growing pains. And when you've worked for 20 years, there are high moments and there are sometimes very sad moments along the journey, just like life. And you just move forward to a brighter day, and you hold on to your convictions and follow your convictions in life, and you believe in yourself and you believe in your team. And I guess a lot of people could say that in a lot of different professions, but it's very true for Fast, and it's very true for us who have been fortunate enough for being able to have a franchise with the same characters, that same family, for 20 years.
We've never faced anything like this.
We'll need cars, fast cars.
Well, that's the point. I think we saw from the trailer that Dom has finally met his match. And I'll even go one further. I think from the trailer we see that Dom is outgunned. And it's not whether or not Jacob can stop Dom, as Jacob is stronger, faster, smarter. We get from the trailer that when given the chance, will Jacob stop Dom? And I think that's the most important piece of intrigue. You don't go into the theater asking if Dom can win. It's almost implied that it's a moot point. You go into the theater asking, will Jacob do it? And that's an interesting piece of information, especially with all the obstacles Dom Toretto has overcome in 8 installments of Fast.
I spent my entire life in your shadow. And now,
I think that tells the story perfectly, because Dom underestimates Jacob. And Dom sees the perspective that he saw years ago. Dom sees Jacob as a little boy, where Jacob was significantly weaker. But as time passes, we develop. I have 4 brothers, and I was always not the biggest. There were many bigger, tougher brothers than me. And then I became the biggest, and suddenly the fights stopped happening. The dynamic changes. And I think this is a very relatable and interesting scenario where we see things through a perspective of the past, but they're not indicative of the future and the now.
Damn, they got a magnet plane?
Hold on.
No. There's no bridge!
Patience, encourage, and the number one advice that I would give Dom that he probably doesn't need is to just love your children. It goes a long way. Love it. There's so many different philosophies on how to raise our children, how to raise them successfully, how to be successful. The real key, the number one thing is love. And when a child feels love, nothing's impossible.
We're a family, you know. You don't work 15 years together because it's bad, you know. Like I said, people ask me, I'm like, well, I get to keep growing, I get to keep pushing myself, and I work with amazing people. I don't like pain. I don't like, so I mean, I think we're a bunch of dreamers. And Michelle always says that, Fast and Furious represents the kids on the other side of the tracks. And I believe that, and I think we somehow found each other. And when I remember sitting down with Vin, and even with Sung, when we talk about it, we're not supposed to be here. Everyone told us we're not supposed to be here, They said, Sung, you're an Asian American actor, you're not gonna have a career. They look at me, they're like, you don't look like a director. And yet we're here. So I feel like and Vin, same thing. When we both connected, we both made a movie that went to Sundance and we proved ourselves and we had a career. So I feel like if we're here, let's not take it for granted, and let's always, defy labels. If you call us a car racing movie, great, but the next one we're gonna keep growing, and that's the spirit of Fast and Furious.
A lot of us on this film, understand what it feels like to be an underdog, and eventually when you find other underdogs and you find your tribe, and they become your family. So over time, it's great to see that away from the camera, people are just growing and they're changing and they're evolving as mothers and fathers and brothers and sons themselves. So, it's great to be able to come back and see how everybody's changed for the better. And we have a reason to get together because at the end of the day, we're doing some cool stuff. This is the Hollywood dream, so there's no complaints, to be able to grow together, become better friends over years, and then still be able to, play together and dream together. Come on, right? It's like we're the lucky ones, and each movie reminds me of that.
Crank it all the way up.
We the soldiers. Man, we messing with magnets now? Both your wake up. Whoa. I can't front. I can't up. Even when we die, we raise up. Yeah.
It's good to be back.
We got nobody banging no tree. We got the product. We got the tool. We supposed to stop that? Hold on.
I spent my entire life in your shadow. And now, you spend the rest of yours living in mine.
Really? Duct tape? You acting like we on our way to Home Depot. Hunter! No,